Is there any pain or discomfort you would like to report? Is there any pain or discomfort you would like to report? I had never seen the ocean before and it was breathtaking. I had never seen the ocean before and it was breathtaking. They just finished remodeling their house. They just finished remodeling their house. Later. Later. Would you like to try our specialty coffee? Would you like to try our specialty coffee? No examination at 2 p.m.? No examination at 2 p.m.? Suspects. Suspects. I love bacon. I can eat it every day. I love bacon. I can eat it every day. In 3 weeks you will be the chef. In 3 weeks you will be the chef. Should I preside at 2 a.m.? Should I preside at 2 a.m.? I can't believe I saw this. I can't believe I saw this. I have a new car. I have a new car. I'm going to the game. I'm going to the game. I could hear the waves crashing against the rocks and the sound was very soothing. I could hear the waves crashing against the rocks and the sound was very soothing. Can't we defend after 3 nights? Can't we defend after 3 nights? Does he forget at dawn? Does he forget at dawn? Can't I teach after 5 weeks? Can't I teach after 5 weeks? Should appear. Should appear. Should you borrow a journal? Should you borrow a journal? There was no printing. There was no printing. Let me know if you need any help. Let me know if you need any help. Can't you apply then? Can't you apply then? Should we never commit clowns? Should we never commit clowns? Couldn't he answer? Couldn't he answer? He wouldn't dance. He wouldn't dance. You didn't clean it at noon. You didn't clean it at noon. You can take. You can take. We were washing. We were washing. He considers at noon. He considers at noon. May I help you? May I help you? It would be connected in 2 weeks. It would be connected in 2 weeks. The train leaves at 7 o'clock. The train leaves at 7 o'clock. This is the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. I did not solve. I did not solve. Were his parents foremen? Were his parents foremen? I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. I can laugh. I can laugh. They are charged after 4 minutes. They are charged after 4 minutes. Who are you working with? Who are you working with? She loves it every week. She loves it every week. Won't you be a greengrocer in 3 minutes? Won't you be a greengrocer in 3 minutes? Who took your hat? Who took your hat? Surveys. Surveys. They couldn't paint at night. They couldn't paint at night. I wouldn't be lost. I wouldn't be lost. I need a new bottle of water. I need a new bottle of water. The project team will meet every day this week. The project team will meet every day this week. I need to buy a new car. I need to buy a new car. Night. Night. His brother is a sports reporter. His brother is a sports reporter. I thought you said you would help me. I thought you said you would help me. Then he will be watching. Then he will be watching. I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. I don't think the government is necessarily the best source of information. Do you want to talk to me now? Do you want to talk to me now? His family was the dean. His family was the dean. Which day? Which day? We cannot deny. We cannot deny. Wasn't he the art director 4 nights ago? Wasn't he the art director 4 nights ago? He drew a picture of his dog. He drew a picture of his dog. You should contact. You should contact. Logical. Logical. They are not complete. They are not complete. I go to school by bus every day. I go to school by bus every day. I usually manage. I usually manage. Can we think 2 months ahead? Can we think 2 months ahead? I didn't think it would be this hard. I didn't think it would be this hard. Should continue. Should continue. You may not confess every day. You may not confess every day. Here you are. Here you are. Our decor is stylish and modern. Our decor is stylish and modern. Can never be a speaker. Can never be a speaker. He shouldn't be dealing with her at noon. He shouldn't be dealing with her at noon. I won't be a producer in a month. I won't be a producer in a month. They were rehearsing the school play in the auditorium. They were rehearsing the school play in the auditorium. Will I match? Will I match? 3 seconds later, the historian. 3 seconds later, the historian. I wrote the article. I wrote the article. There is a small garden behind the building. There is a small garden behind the building. Let me know if you need anything else. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm going to the movies with my friends. I'm going to the movies with my friends. Your family was president. Your family was president. Attractive. Attractive. I'm going to the theater. I'm going to the theater. Does it fail sometimes? Does it fail sometimes? You shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. You shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. Which is your favorite waterfall? Which is your favorite waterfall? His family is a pilot. His family is a pilot. He did not assume occasionally. He did not assume occasionally. Let me know if you need some time to think. Let me know if you need some time to think. You shouldn't do engineering every year. You shouldn't do engineering every year. The restaurant will close at midnight. The restaurant will close at midnight. The next part of this journey went much faster. The next part of this journey went much faster. Where do you go when you are sick? Where do you go when you are sick? Prejudice. Prejudice. Did not settle. Did not settle. My favorite food is menemen. My favorite food is menemen. Are you at home today? Are you at home today? Can't they pay? Can't they pay? Is her sister a beekeeper? Is her sister a beekeeper? They opened every day. They opened every day. Was my daughter a travel agent? Was my daughter a travel agent? Was rarely mechanical. Was rarely mechanical. Couldn't he be a clown then? Couldn't he be a clown then? It may not happen at sunrise. It may not happen at sunrise. He will work on his project all night. He will work on his project all night. Shouldn't we fill it sooner? Shouldn't we fill it sooner? Do you often become a travel agent? Do you often become a travel agent? Can we live from time to time? Can we live from time to time? Was your husband a lawyer? Was your husband a lawyer? Working on. Working on. We destroy every day. We destroy every day. Maybe you should go home and clean up. Maybe you should go home and clean up. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Should never push. Should never push. They couldn't paint at night. They couldn't paint at night. Is a concern. Is a concern. The only source of truth. The only source of truth. Does it show up every year? Does it show up every year? The environment is very important to our survival. The environment is very important to our survival. Will often be the postman. Will often be the postman. Don't you appreciate? Don't you appreciate? Macy. Macy. This will not be necessary. This will not be necessary. Can't you be a weekly urologist? Can't you be a weekly urologist? Will extend the decade. Will extend the decade. Was his half-brother a director? Was his half-brother a director? Your grandson was a harvester. Your grandson was a harvester. We shouldn't make a deal after 3 p.m. We shouldn't make a deal after 3 p.m. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. I don't notice anything special about the way things are going right now. 2 months later deposited. 2 months later deposited. Shall we enter? Shall we enter? He's a Tyler soon. He's a Tyler soon. Can handle 2 weeks. Can handle 2 weeks. They may not have been suitable before. They may not have been suitable before. You act every day. You act every day. Also, I think we should consider offering more incentives to our employees. Also, I think we should consider offering more incentives to our employees. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. There hasn't been a dean for 5 weekends before. Our menu is priced to offer great value. Our menu is priced to offer great value. Pocket knife. Pocket knife. Is Wi-Fi paid? Is Wi-Fi paid? I wish I could take a moment right now. I wish I could take a moment right now. We handle. We handle. You don't sit at noon. You don't sit at noon. Aren't you normally supposed to be a paralegal? Aren't you normally supposed to be a paralegal? Yes, we have a bar. Yes, we have a bar. Should we change our approach? Should we change our approach? I made a special meal for my wife. I made a special meal for my wife. Situation. Situation. Can't buy normally. Can't buy normally. They were playing volleyball when someone got injured. They were playing volleyball when someone got injured. They should not carry. They should not carry. Separate. Separate. Do we have to wear it at sunrise? Do we have to wear it at sunrise? This is a huge pain. This is a huge pain. Our senior team is very experienced. Our senior team is very experienced. I have to throw it away right now. I have to throw it away right now. Did not continue. Did not continue. We have a wide variety of magazines and books available. We have a wide variety of magazines and books available. He was going to be a missionary after 4 weekends. He was going to be a missionary after 4 weekends. They wouldn't encourage it at night. They wouldn't encourage it at night. Didn't they lose 2 afternoons? Didn't they lose 2 afternoons? Shouldn't he go to war? Shouldn't he go to war? They had already decided on the menu before I arrived. They had already decided on the menu before I arrived. Must be the dusk decorator. Must be the dusk decorator. Okay then. How is your shoulder? Okay then. How is your shoulder? I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful. Isn't it Commander 4 later in the morning? Isn't it Commander 4 later in the morning? The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. The design of the new website was professional and user-friendly. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. I will always remember our relationship and how important we are to each other. My brother was the minister. My brother was the minister. He may not like it. He may not like it. Are we waiting for anyone? Are we waiting for anyone? Haven't we refereed before? Haven't we refereed before? White color is associated with purity. White color is associated with purity. Can't he beat? Can't he beat? I am confused. I am confused. Your friend was the captain. Your friend was the captain. They go to church every Sunday. They go to church every Sunday. Change can be difficult, but it can also be good. Change can be difficult, but it can also be good. Will you not increase? Will you not increase? I continue every month. I continue every month. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. If you are not careful, you may lose more than you invested. The building was on fire. The building was on fire. We don't have much bandwidth. We don't have much bandwidth. Every year they kick a kick. Every year they kick a kick. One, I'm going to the gym. One, I'm going to the gym. Shouldn't they notice yearly? Shouldn't they notice yearly? I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to the golf course. I'm going to the golf course. He goes to the park to play. He goes to the park to play. My children are getting a good education. My children are getting a good education. We can't shoot warriors every day. We can't shoot warriors every day. It is very important to question our beliefs. It is very important to question our beliefs. We shouldn't prepare for 2 weeks. We shouldn't prepare for 2 weeks. Did they become a tailor in 2 seconds before? Did they become a tailor in 2 seconds before? The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. He studied for the exam all week. He studied for the exam all week. Doesn't he come back every day? Doesn't he come back every day? Before starting this project, we need to plan our strategy. Before starting this project, we need to plan our strategy. That's why we need. Are his siblings interviewers? Are his siblings interviewers? Perception. Do they settle often? Do they settle often? Thanks for your support and help, John. Thanks for your support and help, John. It was the most important thing in the world to me. It was the most important thing in the world to me. Can they be born earlier? Can they be born earlier? Her brother-in-law is hardcover. Her brother-in-law is hardcover. Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? Should I wear a suit or dress for the interview? May not drink. May not drink. Take care and have a nice day. Take care and have a nice day. May not be a weekly investor. May not be a weekly investor. English is an important language to learn. English is an important language to learn. Would he take notes at 2 in the afternoon? Would he take notes at 2 in the afternoon? I don't think that shirt belongs to you. I don't think that shirt belongs to you. He may not be a proxy in 2 centuries. He may not be a proxy in 2 centuries. I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. I'm a naughty boy and I never clean my room. Hot sausages. Hot sausages. Change location by clicking the map. Change location by clicking the map. Was he the bartender now? Was he the bartender now? infrastructure, infrastructure. The food dehydrator is perfect for making jerky. The food dehydrator is perfect for making jerky. He would stop. He would stop. Rarely do we pass. Rarely do we pass. Didn't I apply? Didn't I apply? Was her mother-in-law a nurse? Was her mother-in-law a nurse? Let me take a look at this for you. Let me take a look at this for you. Where is my phone? Where is my phone? You don't become a dietitian right away. You don't become a dietitian right away. You can analyze. You can analyze. Never agreed? Never agreed? I will make a lot of money. I will make a lot of money. I won't find out in 4 months. I won't find out in 4 months. This is beyond doubt. This is beyond doubt. They can upload it next year. They can upload it next year. Then not a historian. Then not a historian. Have you watched a good movie lately? Have you watched a good movie lately? He could have taught 3 nights ago. He could have taught 3 nights ago. Should you die? Should you die? They will normally be geologists. They will normally be geologists. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. They didn't call before at 5 a.m. Organized. Organized. Did they allow it last year? Did they allow it last year? Didn't he understand the previous morning? Didn't he understand the previous morning? Let's have a drink after the concert. Let's have a drink after the concert. Let's say, you can't be a manager every day. You can't be a manager every day. I do not know what to say. I do not know what to say. The librarian should arrive in 2 minutes. The librarian should arrive in 2 minutes. You should go for it. You should go for it. Can I always make cream? Can I always make cream? My neighbor is constantly making noise and it's driving me crazy. My neighbor is constantly making noise and it's driving me crazy. I don't notice anything special about the event. I don't notice anything special about the event. My extra vigor and fair views are expressed on the farm. My extra vigor and fair views are expressed on the farm. I will anesthetize immediately. I will anesthetize immediately. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. Our friends started to read the onboarding documents. Would he sing? Would he sing? I love traveling to new places. I love traveling to new places. Won't buy the dress without trying it on. Won't buy the dress without trying it on. The dragon spewed fire. The dragon spewed fire. 3 seconds later, the historian. 3 seconds later, the historian. You can never learn. You can never learn. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to try to pull you in. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to try to pull you in. The realtor showed us the house. The realtor showed us the house. We also have fresh fruits today. We also have fresh fruits today. They went to Japan last year. They went to Japan last year. Would dive earlier. Would dive earlier. We didn't box at night. We didn't box at night. His brothers are soldiers. His brothers are soldiers. Have you been brewing before? Have you been brewing before? He came to the meeting first. He came to the meeting first. Is his nephew an illusionist? Is his nephew an illusionist? Her aunt is a hairdresser. Her aunt is a hairdresser. My annual spending. My annual spending. The movie had already started when we arrived, so we had to wait for the next screening. The movie had already started when we arrived, so we had to wait for the next screening. The players will train for the match to be played next week. The players will train for the match to be played next week. Pleased. Pleased. Fill it up, please. Fill it up, please. I will anesthetize immediately. I will anesthetize immediately. I won't warn you in a minute. I won't warn you in a minute. I have to quit my job. I have to quit my job. I'm swimming. I'm swimming. When the movie is over, I will be sitting in this seat for 2 hours. When the movie is over, I will be sitting in this seat for 2 hours. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. We'll stop at noon. We'll stop at noon. Then I assume. You can't leave until you finish your homework. You can't leave until you finish your homework. I do not trust you. I do not trust you. We can get injured after 5 minutes. We can get injured after 5 minutes. It's in the oven. It's in the oven. Am I not tempted a century later? Am I not tempted a century later? I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did this. Do you have to play? Do you have to play? Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? My family is very important to me. My family is very important to me. Proving your opinion is not enough. Proving your opinion is not enough. There was no night watchman 5 nights ago. There was no night watchman 5 nights ago. Airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. Airport shuttle fee is $10 per person. I will be working for this company for 10 years by next year. I will be working for this company for 10 years by next year. The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. The coach helped the team prepare for the big game. The coach helped the team prepare for the big game. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. Are you responsible? Are you responsible? He wouldn't be a watchman every year. He wouldn't be a watchman every year. They would like. Can't you suppress? Can't you suppress? How should I cook fresh tuna? Just grill for 4 minutes on each side. How should I cook fresh tuna? Just grill for 4 minutes on each side. My father was the weatherman. My father was the weatherman. Usually not a surgeon. Usually not a surgeon. Their wives are postmen. Their wives are postmen. Is successful on a weekly basis. Is successful on a weekly basis. That taxi driver. That taxi driver. I'm going to the beach to relax. I'm going to the beach to relax. Students took tests in class. Students took tests in class. We'll plan for 1 month ahead. We'll plan for 1 month ahead. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Don't they sometimes? Don't they sometimes? Should he live? Should he live? Broken. Broken. Your sister was the bartender. Your sister was the bartender. Energy from the sun is used to power homes. Energy from the sun is used to power homes. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say. I have some friends. I have some friends. They often cannot be foremen. They often cannot be foremen. Not everyone agrees with this decision. Not everyone agrees with this decision. I am cold. Can you turn on the heater, please? I am cold. Can you turn on the heater, please? I'm soft. I'm soft. Are your grandchildren investors? Are your grandchildren investors? The salesperson will be 10 years. The salesperson will be 10 years. Do you move? Do you move? Can I grow old? Can I grow old? Didn't he exercise an hour ago? Didn't he exercise an hour ago? I'll be in the office until 5 p.m. I'll be in the office until 5 p.m. I'm going to the park. I'm going to the park. I have a sore throat. I have a sore throat. Relatives are advisors. Relatives are advisors. Can't you evaluate it right away? Can't you evaluate it right away? I repeated later. I repeated later. Can I catch? Can I catch? Is he a 2-week-old shepherd? Is he a 2-week-old shepherd? The customer stage of the purchasing journey. The customer stage of the purchasing journey should not be undertaken every month. Should not be undertaken every month. They stretch at noon. They stretch at noon. Was your brother a cleaner? Was your brother a cleaner? Tommy has more grapes than Tony. Tommy has more grapes than Tony. They can always take aim. They can always take aim. We went for a drink after the concert. We went for a drink after the concert. Can't he always move? Can't he always move? I was born under the stars. I was born under the stars. Will he laugh soon? Will he laugh soon? Will he be hopeful in the afternoon? Will he be hopeful in the afternoon? I have a rash. I have a rash. This is beyond the pale. This is beyond the pale. Was the rain quiet? Was the rain quiet? Working on. Working on. We did not visit. We did not visit. Next month, I will be working for this company for 5 years. Next month, I will be working for this company for 5 years. Can refuse after 1 day. Can refuse after 1 day. Does it pull? Does it pull? I was a rider back then. I was a rider back then. Weren't you a team? Weren't you a team? Snore. Snore. It's a deal. It's a deal. Can't you normally get along? Can't you normally get along? Did we do woodcutting at noon? Did we do woodcutting at noon? My wife was a detective. My wife was a detective. After 5 seconds he wouldn't lie. After 5 seconds he wouldn't lie. To influence. To influence. We're going to the beach this summer. We're going to the beach this summer. Will they not be besieging? Will they not be besieging? Shouldn't he ever have to teach? Shouldn't he ever have to teach? Sympathetic. Sympathetic. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. The disease was caused by a virus that is not yet understood. They can be aviators at dusk. They can be aviators at dusk. They should often be secretaries. They should often be secretaries. I am aware that I need to improve my English. I am aware that I need to improve my English. Was his half-brother a travel agent? Was his half-brother a travel agent? Can you give me some examples? Can you give me some examples? Wouldn't it be an investment at dawn? Wouldn't it be an investment at dawn? Beneath the surface, there were some underlying issues. Beneath the surface, there were some underlying issues. Let me know if you need pen and paper. Let me know if you need pen and paper. We are not economists after 2 weekends. We are not economists after 2 weekends. He didn't say. He didn't say. Aren't we cold right away? Aren't we cold right away? Can't you warn? Can't you warn? The door was open, so I went in. The door was open, so I went in. Should I always choose? Should I always choose? Can't they be carpenters after 1 week? Can't they be carpenters after 1 week? Make your husband pay. Make your husband pay. Can you give it to us? Can you give it to us? Your nephew was ambassador. Your nephew was ambassador. Be my guest. Be my guest. I'd be back in 5 minutes. I'd be back in 5 minutes. Must vote occasionally. Must vote occasionally. What does this word mean? What does this word mean? As soon as I entered the room, I could sense something was wrong. As soon as I entered the room, I could sense something was wrong. Let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Do you have a lot of money? Do you have a lot of money? I will not care. I will not care. Which is your favorite river? Which is your favorite river? Did I defend? Did I defend? Kicks every day. Kicks every day. His father is a chef. His father is a chef. Can be eaten at sunrise. Can be eaten at sunrise. Didn't they fit in 5 hours ago? Didn't they fit in 5 hours ago? Don't they have to mark after 5 weeks? Don't they have to mark after 5 weeks? How long will it stay? How long will it stay? We did not learn. We did not learn. Nowadays. Nowadays. We will clean up in 5 years. We will clean up in 5 years. Is your stepdaughter a receptionist? Is your stepdaughter a receptionist? He wouldn't get off the ship. He wouldn't get off the ship. He would not come next year. He would not come next year. Does not add. Does not add. We could have cried the night before. We could have cried the night before. Although it was difficult, we managed to finish the task on time. Although it was difficult, we managed to finish the task on time. He goes to the gym every morning. He goes to the gym every morning. They use cars alternately on trips. They use cars alternately on trips. Your stepson was the surrogate. Your stepson was the surrogate. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. I will come to your house in about 20 minutes. Shouldn't you warn me at dawn? Shouldn't you warn me at dawn? I will study for my exams tomorrow. I will study for my exams tomorrow. Likes to travel. Likes to travel. When I am in the room in front of the house. When I am in the room in front of the house. I couldn't leave at dusk. I couldn't leave at dusk. Can it act monthly? Can it act monthly? His mother is the second man. His mother is the second man. Will he comment on last year? Will he comment on last year? Had he worked harder, he could have won the race. Had he worked harder, he could have won the race. They had planned the party months before the big day. They had planned the party months before the big day. Can it sell normally? Can it sell normally? Can I confirm often? Can I confirm often? We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. We can avoid heavy traffic if we leave early. They were shot in the afternoon. They were shot in the afternoon. Can he garden every day? Can he garden every day? Where do you find it? Where do you find it? Is his half-brother an optician? Is his half-brother an optician? Not always controlled. Not always controlled. You can ignore me. You can ignore me. 2 blocks away. 2 blocks away. Shouldn't it be named every day? Shouldn't it be named every day? Can it rain silently? Can it rain silently? Fill out the performance Excel. Fill out the performance Excel. Will it hold up immediately? Will it hold up immediately? Previously associated. Previously associated. Loyalty. Loyalty. However, he always wants to help people. However, he always wants to help people. He flew to London for vacation. He flew to London for vacation. Are his siblings gardeners? Are his siblings gardeners? Happy. Happy. Alright, we have to go. Alright, we have to go. I bought a book. I bought a book. There would be no hostess at dawn. There would be no hostess at dawn. Was he never a miner? Was he never a miner? Am I an entrepreneur the next day? Am I an entrepreneur the next day? We may not be able to make beer occasionally. We may not be able to make beer occasionally. Do you think what it is? Do you think what it is? Doesn't he need to fix it? Doesn't he need to fix it? What kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? I will go for a walk. I will go for a walk. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. Be my guest. Be my guest. Was his grandfather an acrobat? Was his grandfather an acrobat? We can take it out. We can take it out. I need to take a bath. I need to take a bath. You tricked me. You tricked me. Sometimes you weren't good. Sometimes you weren't good. Will we shepherd often? Will we shepherd often? What did you walk? What did you walk? Is your son a secretary? Is your son a secretary? Did we dress up last year? Did we dress up last year? Can you take daily notes? Can you take daily notes? May not be stored often. May not be stored often. Threatening monthly. Threatening monthly. Do I say thank you at 1 a.m. later? Do I say thank you at 1 a.m. later? Will there be 2 afternoon programmers? Will there be 2 afternoon programmers? We will clean it weekly. We will clean it weekly. By next summer, we will be building the house for a year. By next summer, we will be building the house for a year. Don't we usually do tailoring? Don't we usually do tailoring? I don't listen. I don't listen. Should always be examined. Should always be examined. To change. To change. Me and my brother are going to school. Me and my brother are going to school. He is often a decorator. He is often a decorator. Can't he usually be a musician? Can't he usually be a musician? Rarely can we challenge. Rarely can we challenge. They should not trade after 2 hours. They should not trade after 2 hours. What is your favorite type of food? What is your favorite type of food? I'm going to the tennis courts. I'm going to the tennis courts. His uncle was an air traffic controller. His uncle was an air traffic controller. His colleague is a linguist. His colleague is a linguist. Teresa in the chair. Teresa in the chair. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm going to cover my car with a new layer of polish. I'm going to cover my car with a new layer of polish. The cream could not. The cream could not. Borrow. Borrow. I need to change the light bulbs in the kitchen. I need to change the light bulbs in the kitchen. My nephew is a musician. My nephew is a musician. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. I don't want to lose my love for magazines. I would like to work in a worry-free world. I would like to work in a worry-free world. I'm going to the bowling alley. I'm going to the bowling alley.